How's it going, everybody? So I said I'd make a second undocumented changes video if there was enough stuff being discovered. It's not a ton, but still, let's make it as complete as possible. To start off, I want to just simply clarify yesterday's patch. Shugoki's locked on forward movement speed was addressed and brought up to what it should have been according to the previous patch notes. I was sure that people would ask me whether that had any implications to his charged heavy and hook or guard break mix-up. And nope, that one is exactly like I described in a previous video. The issue is not the movement speed of the Shugoki, but the charge time and the fact that the character stands still while charging. This allows the opponent to gain enough distance to be out of reach from the guard break. This requires constant backwalking. You can't backwalk on the reaction to the Goki charging up his heavy, then you will get caught. You have to backpedal constantly for this to work. Like I said, I just wanted to clear this up. But yeah, on to the changes from the season patch. First one is about Zurka. His feint lights had their damage reduced to 13. But what you can now do is unlock after the feint and throw the light to get the old 15 damage. The attack always comes from the right though, so be aware of that. When I tested, I initially thought, well, it's just a neutral light that you're throwing. It's not the fast feinted one, but turns out it's the 400 millisecond one. I checked the indicator when Spaniard did it against me, and those are the labeled 400 millisecond lights with hyper armor doing 15 damage. Not that big a deal to be honest, but until fixed, I'm sure some Zurka mains can pick this up for a while. Next thing is like a throwback to the early seasons. We have something like a long range parry again. I haven't tested this with every character parrying every single attack in the game to see who is affected by this. So far, it's only Raider when parrying Nobushi top light attacks. Your side heavy will whiff, you need to hold forward for a heavy to hit. This goes for all three top light variations from Nobu, neutral, Viper's retreat or hidden stance. They all work the same. You can get your normal punish, but you need to be aware of this specific interaction. Now for Centurion, there are already patch notes out for next week's testing grounds, and I'll obviously cover the changes then, but for now here's a different change for him. So this is the out of stamina throw punish you want to get with him. The two punches before the throw are what's important here. With Haymaker they do 10 damage each, so they are an essential part. They now no longer hold the stamina regen. This means that if you perform these, you can, in theory, mess up your own punish. Even if you grab someone who's out of stamina, they will regen while you punch them in the face. So keep a very close eye on your opponent's stamina bar so you know exactly when you can do them and when you cannot. Next change is for Kensei. His throws no longer stun. Ever since the stunning tap changes, the community's perception of that feature seems to be a little different. I don't know whether it was an intended change or just something that slipped through, but it wasn't really anything Kensei took advantage of. The stun was there, sure, but it never really confused anybody except for maybe during team fights. I think this change was rather unneeded, but not much was lost, I guess. Shinobi also had 3 more things I didn't mention last time. First, he cannot ledge himself anymore. Everyone who watched commentated 2v2 tournaments before will have seen Shinobi sliding down cliffs. Yeah, and no longer a thing. Second, you can no longer range guard break teammates. Less griefing potential and less possibilities for people to grab you accidentally. The sickle will now just bounce off of you. And the third thing, if you forward roll and then light, it will always throw the combo light. No more double lights. I've asked a lot of players, and even the Shinobi mains weren't 100% sure whether this is something new or not, so feel free to yell at me in the comments if it isn't. There was also a change to the Snowball emote. You used to be able to change your guard while the emote was playing. Now a guard change interrupts it. It's now consistent with all other emotes. I know I had footage of it pre-patch, but I couldn't find it, I'm sorry. And the last thing, maps now have far more weather options, even in the training mode. People have noticed already that some maps now have snow or can be played during the night. More variety is always nice, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, that's it already. I hope I covered most of them. If you still know of others, please let me know. And obviously a huge thanks to everyone who shared their findings, be it in my Discord or just posted on Reddit or somewhere. Yep, until then, I hope the video was helpful. Thanks for watching. Laters everybody.